If you live in Alamo Heights, Terrell Hills, Olmos Park, or Monte Vista, or really anywhere in central San Antonio, and you're even slightly thinking about selling, we need to talk about something that most agents won't bring up. There are a few features that quietly decrease your home's value. Not dramatically, not obviously, but subtly. And subtle is where sellers lose leverage. Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly what those features are and why buyers react the way they do, and what you can do to protect your pricing power before you ever list. And later in this video, I'm going to show you the one mistake we see most in established neighborhoods. And it's really not what most people think. So here's a little story of something that we've experienced. A few years ago, Susanne and I met with homeowners in Terrell Hills. It was a beautiful home. It was a custom kitchen, high-end finishes, incredible taste. We love homes like that. They had invested a lot of money, and they should have been in a really strong position. But when we walked through it together, something felt slightly off. Not wrong, just we decided it was so specific. Very bold cabinetry, very dramatic lighting, highly personalized built-ins, and when we brought in buyers, the feedback was consistent. We love the home, but we probably change a few things, and that is where the tension starts. So what we have found is when buyers start calculating changes, they start subtracting value. The home still sold well, we're happy to report, but not at the premium the sellers initially expected. And it wasn't because the home wasn't beautiful. It was because it created hesitation. And hesitation changes negotiation. If you've ever poured time and money and your heart into a house, you understand how that feels. So today I want to help you avoid that quietly happening to you. We'd like to give you a roadmap of what we're going to be doing today. First, the psychology behind what actually decreases value. It's interesting. And also 7 specific features we see across San Antonio that reduces leverage. And we would like to tell you what to fix, what to leave, and what to document, and a simple framework you can use before listing if you live in Alamo Heights or Olmos Park specifically. Stay till the end, because I'll talk about how historic charm plays into this. So first we're going to talk about customized renovations. Let's start there. Custom does not automatically equal value. In established neighborhoods like Terrell Hills and Olmos Park, buyers appreciate quality, and they're happy to pay for quality, but they don't always pay for personalization. When a renovation becomes highly specific, like bold tile, possibly ultra-modern finishes in a very traditional home, unusual layout changes, the buyer pool shrinks a lot. Buyers start thinking, how much would it cost to change this? And here's the key. They subtract more than the actual cost. They subtract the inconvenience, the time, they subtract uncertainty. So here are some tactical steps. Stick to timeless materials, prioritize function over trend, avoid ultra-specific built-ins, and if it's dramatic, make sure it aligns with the neighborhood style. We recently advised a seller in Alamo Heights not to repaint their entire kitchen navy. I'm so glad they called us. Instead, we said fresh hardware and new lighting, and that decision preserved a broader appeal and led to multiple offers. In this video, later I'll explain why neutral doesn't mean boring, especially in historic homes. And so comment below if you've ever debated a bold renovation before resale. We're curious about that. Deferred maintenance signals a problem. This one is huge. In Monte Vista and Olmos Park especially, buyers expect older homes, but they do not expect neglect. Value reducers are peeling trim, flickering lights, stained ceilings, sticking doors, an old HVAC with no records. All individually small, but collectively they can be damaging, because buyers ask, if this wasn't handled, what else wasn't handled? Here are some tactical steps. Number 1, service the AC before listing. Repaint minor scuffs. fix small cosmetic wear, gather roof, plumbing, and electrical documentation, we've seen homes with original kitchens outperform updated homes simply because maintenance was crystal clear. Save this video if you're planning to sell in the next 12 months. This alone protects value. Next, poor lighting. I hate to say it, but dark homes sell for less, period. In Alamo Heights and Terrell Hills, mature trees are beautiful, but they do reduce natural light. If lighting feels dim, buyers might say it feels smaller. Here are some tactical fixes. Number one, match bulb temperature throughout. Call us and we will give you what we recommend. Upgrade dated fixtures. That's actually very simple. We have a great electrician. Open blinds during the show and add warm lighting to dark corners. In Monte Vista, home sat for 21 days. We changed the lighting. We staged it a little different, and then it went under contract in 6 days. Lighting affects perception, and perception affects price. Next, I want to talk about confusing layouts. Older homes sometimes have unusual layouts. It goes with the territory. The kitchens are closed in, there's a converted garage, there's a flex room. Unique is fine, confusing is not. If a buyer can't understand how to live in the space within 5 minutes, the friction increases. Here's a few tactical steps. Have very clear staging. We have staging companies we love and recommend. Label the rooms clearly. Remove unnecessary partitions. Improve the flow where possible. Later on, I'll talk about 3 rooms buyers care about most in pricing, and it's interesting. Next, partial updates. A half updated bathroom actually decreases the value more than the original bathroom. New vanity plus old tile equals unfinished. Buyers think, future project, warning, warning. Future projects often equal negotiation leverage. Here's some tactical advice. Either refresh cohesively or present well-maintained original. Consistency builds confidence. Exterior first impressions really count. Curb appeal sets the negotiation tone. We are all about curb appeal. We have someone we pull in, highly recommend, and we make it look gorgeous if you call us. Mature landscaping is an asset if maintained. Here's some value killers. Overgrown hedges, stained driveways, faded doors, and dead patches in the yard. Tactical. Here's a few little tactical things. Get fresh mulch. It's cheap. It's easy. Pressure wash the driveway. We have a great pressure washer. Repaint the front door. Trim the landscaping. We've seen smaller exterior refreshes create noticeable pricing differences. And this is a big one for us, emotional overpricing. It might be the biggest. Pricing above internal competition without proof creates silence, and silence kills leverage. In the Tri-Cities, hesitation looks quiet, not really loud feedback. Pricing aligned with internal comps creates urgency. I'll share a simple 4-step pricing posture framework in a moment. Comment below if you want a hyper-looking local pricing breakdown for your neighborhood, because really every neighborhood is slightly different. Over the years, working in central San Antonio from Alamo Heights to Monte Vista to Terrell Hills, we've seen consistent patterns. Homes that win have clear maintenance, cohesive updates, strong lighting, a clean exterior, strategic pricing, and the homes that struggle are often overly specific in design. They have deferred maintenance, confusing layouts, and the pricing was emotional for the seller. These patterns repeat over and over. Here's a simple framework we use. We like to clarify the function. That reduces uncertainty. We align it with the neighborhood, and we price based on internal competition first. If you follow those 4 steps, you protect your leverage. If you live in Alamo Heights, Terrell Hills, Olmos Park, or Monte Vista, comment your neighborhood below. We read every comment. There's a team. We love hearing what people have to say. If you want more hyper-local strategy like this, subscribe. I don't do hype. I do positioning. And save this if you're selling or even remotely in the future. Let's bring it all together. Homes don't lose value because they're bad. They lose value because buyers feel uncertain. If you reduce uncertainty, you increase confidence. If you increase confidence, you strengthen leverage. And if you strengthen leverage, you protect the price. That's how established neighborhoods work. If you're considering selling in San Antonio or the Tri-Cities and want a strategic evaluation, not a Zestimate, those are often way off, please reach out. We'll walk through your home. We'll identify what protects your value. We'll build a plan that aligns with your goals. And if you're not ready yet, that's okay. We want you to start with clarity because positioning matters more than polish. So I'm Caroline with Park Properties Group at the Phyllis Browning Company. Thank you for watching the video. Really enjoy sharing our insights into the San Antonio market, specifically Alamo Heights, Terrell Hills, and Olmos Park. We love Monte Vista, all those historic neighborhoods right in central San Antonio. Have a great one.